The theatrical production of Fire to Dance from Grenada received enthusiastic support from audiences in St. Kitts and Nevis last weekend during its staging at the Sir Cecil Jacobs Auditorium at the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank. Speaking with SKN Newsline on Sunday, September 28th, following its final performance in St. Kitts, playwright and creative director Chris DeRigs outlined the play's storyline and themes.
It's about a woman trapped in a triangle of expectations. She wants to dance. A fire consumes her soul to dance. She has a passion for dancing. Her father wants her to become the lawyer he did not get to be. And her lover wants her to join him in his quest to change the world. So she has to find a way to navigate a way in the world towards her own self-actualization and to cope with the pressure of other people's expectations in her life.
Mr. DeRigs also shared what he hopes audiences will take away from the production.
It's set in the 60s and the 70s, at a time when, in the 60s, the civil rights movement in the world, in the United States and Britain and Canada, was in its heyday. And many of the Caribbean people who became active in Caribbean politics, like Maurice Bishop, our former Prime Minister, like Rosie Douglas of Dominica, and others, they had their awakening, their social awakening took place in the 60s in these places which we could regard as not just as metropolitan countries but part of the Caribbean diaspora. And so they brought home to the Caribbean a lot of their experiences. So that is part of Caribbean history, and it's a common history shared by many Caribbean territories. The so-called Black Power movement in the Caribbean in the 1970s was influenced by the civil rights movement in North America. So there's a lot that has come home to the Caribbean. So this production is a history lesson.
The playwright said it is time for Caribbean people to tell our own stories, and his plays are designed to do just that. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline.